like, oh yeah, okay, you did it, you won, and then it's over. And then like 6 months later, it's back on.
I gotta tell you that in the face of like this mass amount of police violence, whether it's Michael Brown, Freddie Gray, Tamir Rice, Philando Castile, Eric Garner, Walker Scott, a white guy in Portland who got punched in the face. Honestly, I would say that the national response to this overflow of violence, not just this year, but over many years, has not just been peaceful. It's been historically peaceful. A guy getting punched. So what? Like,
I just want to say these are the same people who think that the death rate from coronavirus is like 0.1%, yet they focus on the violent anarchists when that's like much smaller of a percentage of the overall protests in the country.
How do you feel about the 170,000 people who died of coronavirus? Since we're worried about like a guy got beat up on a World Star hip hop video in Portland. Like what's the sense of scale?
Let me just say something. Listen, first of all, if you are a white person and one of your family members gets killed by the cops, and it totally happens. In fact, if you're a white person, you should be increasingly concerned about this. This has been an increasingly raising cause of death for young white people as well. And a lot of people kind of ignore that and think, oh, well, it's not something that really happens to me. It's the 6th most likely way to die if you're under 35 and white. So it's like still pretty high on the list. Okay. So first of all, it does happen. However, what tends to happen when a white person gets shot by the cops a lot of the time is that justice actually gets served, and it gets served kind of quietly, and we don't have a big national story about it because it's a completely different story. Now, this doesn't always happen. To be clear, a lot of times it still goes. So a lot of times it still gets thrown in the bin. And let me tell you something else. If you're a white person, you have a family member that gets killed by the cops, and you go to a BLM group and you say, hey, I want to join this protest because I relate to the struggle. Those people aren't going to be like, wow, get the fuck out of here. There's this perception that some of y'all conservatives have when you talk about this stuff. Like, if you showed up actually caring about police brutality, like that it's not going to be received just because like the particular story that you care about is your white cousin. Like, no, everyone's just going to be like, damn, that sucks. Yeah, police brutality is terrible. Come march with us. Like, what do y'all think?
Like my mom was beaten by cops when I got swatted. That's the story I tell a lot because these people go like, oh, you don't know what you're talking about. It's like, yeah, cops, like a SWAT team literally raided my house and beat the shit out of me and my mom. Like, okay, I don't know what I'm talking about, right? And then you get these same dullards that are like this comment here. Oh, 5-year-old was killed. 5-year-olds get killed. It's awful. It's heinous. It's disgusting. But was the 5-year-old killed by someone who was a state-sanctioned protector? Was he killed by someone who gets a paycheck from the government? Or was he killed by some random dude? Also, did that random dude get sent to prison immediately? Did that random dude get justice immediately? Like, these cops are on administrative leave. They get a paid vacation for shooting someone with the intent to kill, and you're gonna, oh, but a 5-year-old was killed. Okay, did the guy who killed the 5-year-old get a paid vacation, or is that guy in a jail cell? Think about it. Think before you speak. But again, they don't think. They don't have an internal monologue. They just watch the I'm sorry, I'm triggered.
No, continue.
They watch the latest Charlie Kirk podcast, the Ben Shapiro episode, and they get their talking points, and they're just like a computer program. Just, I see Black Lives Matter. What about the white kid? Like, they're just robots, dude. They're dullards.
Here's the best part. They're on the subject of programming. Here's the weak, strong enemy we were talking about yesterday.
Oh no, they're gonna fight me.
2 minutes ago, you're like, a white guy was punched in Portland.
But I'll kill you.
And
I'm gonna come to your house and beat you.
You got to look tough.
Yeah.
Come on.
But I want everybody to stop because I want to be the person that moderates the comments for this, because there's a flow. It's starting to really pick up too. There are certain things that, because I want to both stay on track and also address some of the most important comments. So